Hey guys, it's almost 3 in the morning that I'm recording this video. I just got home from work. I was about to have, small breakfast before getting ready for bed. But I opened up my Robinhood and I see pre-market and it's already down. Like always. You know, it's crazy. Market goes up, goes down. It's normal. Just, keep buying into good stocks in good times and bad times and eventually, the market always goes up. Always bet on America. That's the rule. But for the past couple of years, there were some companies out there that started bringing out, all these ETFs and stocks promising huge dividends that people get paid monthly, sometimes weekly. And, sounds great, sounds amazing. And to be honest, I fell into the trap. Last year, some of these stocks kept going up. One of them specifically being Misty. I bought into it. I saw the price go up from 20 bucks, went up to $40 plus. When it dropped down to 36, I bought some. I averaged down to, I want to say my average is like $26 and change. It was when I sold. And I was bringing in the dividends. I was making money. I was happy. And to be honest, it sounds great. You're making money while, being at home, resting. It sounds great. You're buying into these ETFs. They work your money, and you just make money. And you just pay the taxes, pay the fees, and everything. But the rest of it is yours. And it sounds amazing if it maintained its NAB. But all these ETFs that are out here, a lot of them just cannot maintain their NAB, and they are capped upwards. So, with everything going on, I mean, you're making dividends, you're getting paid out, but at the same time, the NAB keeps going down, the price of the ETF keeps going down, and if you look at different ETFs, as the prices go down, the payouts go down. Now, with Misty, made some money. I was able to get out. Actually got out, and I don't have any more YieldMax ETFs. Now, YieldMax is not the only company out there. There's other companies like Roundhill and other companies that do these types of ETFs where they do covered calls and they're doing different strategies to make you some money. But from what I've seen, only Roundhill, to my knowledge, has been able to maintain its NAV, specifically with one ETF that I've bought into, um, WPay, um, in my HSA. So until right now, recently, this past month, fully got out of YieldMax. The last one that I still had was ULTY, which is a weekly paying ETF, and you know, every year my company gives us some money, like some dollars. If you go do a health checkup or you go do a wellness check, they gave me 500. They gave my wife 500, but it's in an account that I cannot withdraw. So I'm able to purchase ETFs and stuff. So I bought into ULTY, and it was nice seeing the money pile up, come in weekly and weekly. But the NAB kept going down, and people, if you go on Reddit, you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, they will tell you keep buying and buying, you know, and all these YouTubers keep telling you, keep buy, keep buying. What they don't tell you is that a lot of people out here keep buying into these ETFs. They many times leverage themselves, buy more, than they have, borrow from, the brokers. They buy into these ETFs, and the NAB keeps going down. Even to the point where some of these people that have always been saying, oh, YieldMax is great. I'm making $20,000, $30,000 a week, a month. You know, one of them, I like listening to these people. I like listening because it sounds like a great idea. It sounds like an amazing idea where you can make money just being at home, resting, playing with your kids, relaxing. That's his dream, isn't it? Well, one of the biggest ones um, that got me into this because it's kind of entertaining, but not in the right way. This person left YouTube, but he still, goes live. He talks about, YieldMax and other ETFs. And even to the point where now he is saying, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not responsible for your money. I'm not. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't have, a certification. I don't have, I'm not certified. I don't have none of this. Yet, in past videos, he has told people, always buy, 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 buy. Even if, the price goes down, buy more. And it sounds great. That's usually what you should do. That's when a company has a good stock, such as, um, a lot of ETFs. I mean, I bought when prices go down this March, April, when, we had that huge shock. I bought into, big companies, and I was happy. I've recovered a lot. I bought into Tesla. I bought into Microsoft, Amazon, Costco. I bought different, you know, big companies. Not a lot, but you know, I've done better buying them than buying into YieldMax. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But that's the truth. I mean, it's a sad truth that now a lot of people, myself included, are out here, looking into different ways to make money because the economy right now is not good. It's really not good. Even though they tell people, online, like, oh, well, the market has all time highs with the stocks, all time highs, all these companies buying, making all this money, all these companies investing into AI. It's the future, and it is. Honestly, it is the future. If you think about it, if you go to McDonald's, they have those machines that you do your order. If you go to Walmart, they have self checkouts. They have less employees. So all these companies are, spending money in ways to hire less people, hire less employees, and in turn, what's going to happen? You know, in the government right now, they're talking about, oh well, in the future we're going to have a basic income. Sounds great, and a lot of people believe it. A lot of people will believe, oh well, when they do all this AI, then they won't need me to work. I can just stay home and not do anything and get paid. Sounds great, but it'll never happen, especially in America. It'll never happen here because that's what they call socialism. They call they don't want to help everybody. Out here, if you out and work, you know you could make something for yourself. But if you think about it, all of us are out here working daily. I work. I've always worked. And, it's crazy how now, a lot of us are out here trying to make more money. And there's these people online telling people, buy this, buy this, buy this. So they put in all their life savings. Like, there's this lady that she went into his voice chat and saying, well, we gotta wait until October, November, December, wait for the prices to go up, and then sell everything. And this man was like, oh well, mute her, don't let her talk for the rest of the session, podcast thing, whatever they call it. And it's crazy how if on these communities you go in there and you talk about is this actually a good idea? Let's talk about the negatives. Let's talk about, the reasons why this would not work. They ban you, they suspend you, they talk bad about you. And that's not the point. I mean, all of us are out here trying to, bring in more income instead of banning people. Let them, make their opinion piece. Let them talk. And I get it. A lot of people out here, do this by making videos because they're making videos. They can, monetize the channel and make money. And to be honest, I want to do that. I want to monetize this channel and I want to, share my opinion. I want to see, what you guys are doing, what everyone out there is doing with, their life. But I just don't like the idea of telling people, buy this, because just because, I'm underwater with the same ETF. Like, if I'm underwater with a stock, why would I tell people to buy into it when I know that the future of that stock is still going down? So I got out of Misty um, around 25 to 80 something. So it was a little bit less than my average, but with the dividends that I received, I was still very positive. I was very positive. So I was happy. I was good. But now, today, it's like 12 bucks. $12 and change per share. So that's more than half. That's more than half of the value lost since I left Misty. And that wasn't that long ago. That was, you know, it hasn't even been a year. It's lost more than half its value. I mean, it's paid out dividends, but I still don't suggest, I don't recommend buying into these ETFs. Try to stay away, be smart, research your companies, and if anyone's interested in, talking about this, post down below. I mean, are you making money? Are you negative? Are you holding the bag? Um, I hate to be a negative Nancy, but they keep talking about, the economy is great. Everyone's making money. All these companies are making money. But, I'm down here working in a warehouse. I'm down here, a regular Joe. I'm down here working. And, money's tight. People are, losing their jobs. They don't, they're applying for benefits. They're applying for, stuff and, getting the help they need. And good for them. But at the same time, a lot of these benefits and things are being cut. So what are they going to do? It's crazy. And, they keep seeing these channels pushing these, ETFs that pay money weekly, monthly, and they think it's a great idea. And then soon after, they're upset. They're, you know, why is my value of my account, losing value? Why is it much lower? Why is it that, you know, it's crazy? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of ranting. I gotta go to sleep, but I just want to talk about this. It's crazy how, these people are still pushing for these ETFs when honestly we're in a bubble. We are. It's gonna crash, and when it crashes, it's gonna be hard, really hard. And you don't think that, these very high risk ETFs are gonna be the first ones to go? Think about it. And to be honest, just think about it. The YieldMax does not care if the NAB goes down because what they want is more people to buy into the stock. They want more people to buy into the ETF because they make their money from the fees. I mean, do they really care about your money? I mean, they're still getting paid either way. Now, again, like some of these people say, I'm not a professional. I'm just a normal person that works a job, a normal person, a family man with kids, with a wife that I care about a lot. Um, and I want security for our lives. I want, to be happy. I want to provide for them. And I know there's many people out there like me that, are trying to look for different ways to bring income because right now the economy is not doing great for the normal person. Prices in the stores are going up higher and higher. And I'm not a person that, goes out and accepts assistance from the government. I don't have none of those cards that give you money, monthly for food. I don't have that. I'll work. But, you know, it's crazy. Anyway, see you guys later.